That breaking news we're following tonight. At least one person is dead after two helicopters collide in South Jersey this afternoon. You're watching NBC 10 News at 6. I'm Fred Shropshire. This happened in Atlantic County near the intersection of Route 206 and the Whitehorse Pike just before 11:30 this morning. We have team coverage from Hammonton tonight where the FAA is on the ground investigating the crash. NBC 10's Johnny Archer will share an account from a witness who saw the helicopters fall from the sky. But first, Siobhan McGirl joins us with what we're learning tonight. Siobhan.
Fred, a difficult day for this South Jersey community. You can see investigators on scene behind me lighting up the area where these two helicopters crashed. We're told the FAA has been here for hours and an NTSB investigator is on the way.
Two helicopters that crashed 100 Basin Road, smoke in the area.
The chaotic moments caught on camera showing smoke rising from this field where two helicopters came crashing down in Hammonton, New Jersey, Sunday morning.
We extinguished the fire and we assisted with medical for EMS.
Hammonton firefighters were among the first responders who rushed to the scene. A mid-air crash. Police confirmed the helicopters had just taken off from Hammonton Municipal Airport.
It was probably just a moment or two after their flight started that they collided.
One of the pilots died, according to police. The other was taken to the hospital with critical, life-threatening injuries.
Just absolute disbelief, can't believe what I'm seeing in front of my eyes.
Dan Damashek was in the area. He took this video showing one of the helicopters falling from the sky, walking us through that moment.
I hear a loud snap and like metal slapping metal in the air, and I turn around and right over this field I see two helicopters. Immediately the first helicopter went from right side up to upside down and started rapidly spinning, falling out of the air. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Seconds later, he started recording.
Couldn't believe it was real life.
Now he hopes his video can help NTSB investigators, praying for both pilots and their families. Local first responders say they are grateful this tragedy was not worse.
As you can see, the area is built up with a lot of stores and all that and a lot of people. So if you can take anything good out of it, it did come down in the field.
The NTSB says after they document the scene, the helicopters will be moved to a secure facility for further evaluation and ongoing investigation. Tonight, police are asking people to avoid this area. In Hammonton, I'm Siobhan McGirl, NBC 10 News.
Siobhan, thanks. NBC 10's Johnny Archer joins us live now from Hammonton Airport. Johnny, you are hearing from a witness who watched the helicopters fall from the sky.
Yeah, I did, but I just want to give you some where I am in proximity to where that crash happened, Fred. We're about 2 miles away from that crash site, and as you mentioned, we're at the Hammonton Municipal Airport, where officials say those two helicopters took off from this morning. And the police chief tells me that they were private helicopters, and the two pilots know each other, and they are familiar with this area. Now, we did speak, as you mentioned, to the owner of a restaurant on the airport property. This is the Apron Cafe that is on the property, and the owner says that the two pilots, they are friends, that they know each other, and they often fly into the airport here about once a week. They're regulars at his restaurant as well. In fact, he says that the two pilots, they would fly their helicopters together in tandem, and they were here this morning. They came in for breakfast, and then they left a little before 11:30 this morning.
We saw them take off. We watched one go sort of in a different direction than the other one, but then I said, oh, no, they'll get together, and because they always flew together. And then I was talking to the customers, and we looked up, and then I seen one spiraling down. I didn't see him collide or anything, but I seen the one go down, and then I seen the other one go down. And at first I was a little bit in shock. I says, did they just crash, or was that real what I saw? And then it was all over. Then we saw the smoke and all.
Yeah, just a tragic incident to witness for many people that saw those two helicopters come down. But right now, the identities of the pilots, they have not been released at this time. As you heard Siobhan say, the FAA is investigating. Also, we're waiting for the NTSB to get out here as well. But just a tragic situation out here in Hammonton Township as well. But again, one pilot is dead. Another is in critical condition in the hospital. We're live in Hammonton. Johnny Archer, NBC 10 News.